G.I. Joe Retaliation was better than the first G.I. Joe movie. Now, right from the start of the movie, you get the feeling that The Rock runs the show. Channing Tatum may be the commanding officer of G.I. Joe.
Drive it like you stole it.
But it's The Rock the movie, with G.I. Joe thrown into the mix. Now, I'm going to try and keep this review as spoiler-free as possible, but I'm going to go over a few things that happened in the first movie that are relevant to the second. At the end of the first movie, we see Cobra Commander being captured, along with Destro, but with guys like Snake Eye still being at large, and Zartan, I think I pronounced that right, impersonating the President of the United States.
You're insane.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it. I went to this movie expecting it to be better than the first G.I. Joe movie. Why? Well, because I consider the first G.I. Joe movie one of the worst movies of all time.
Just begun.
And just for the record, the last time I watched G.I. Joe Cobra, Rise of Cobra, me and my friend kept a tally of how many movies, franchises, video games, television shows, and comics he quite blatantly ripped off, and we got up to 24.
Standing in front of you, a Delta 6 accelerator suit.
What's it accelerate?
You.
Only counting the entirety of the Star Wars franchise as 2. Now, at least in this movie they got rid of some of the crap like the accelerator suits, the starfighters that only respond to Gaelic.
We out of time! Eject!
And just a few other gimmicks that just made the first movie just awful, awful, awful on a whole new branch of awful.
This world will never forget.
Luckily, they focused a lot more on the humor, the jokes, and actually did not take themselves as seriously in this movie.
Drive it like you stole it.
As your good friend, you need a new catchphrase.
Which I very much appreciated, and I'm pretty sure everyone did. Because this movie is so much fun to watch. It just really is.
No screams and I shed no tear.
Now, as far as characters go, this is not a spoiler, but they kill off Channing Tatum's character, Duke, pretty damn early.
You with me?
And now, I can see the reason why, just because it was kind of The Rock's show, but I did like Duke's character. He was actually a really fun character to watch, especially in some of the early scenes. But then we meet General Joe Colton. There's a reason we're called Joes.
General, call me Joe. President says I can't come out of retirement.
As most of you probably know, Snake Eyes is a complete badass.
So I wear my gun, I really want the rocket,
But the whole Snake Eyes Storm Shadow subplot of like the hardened master, the blind master, I found that really, really distracting in the movie, despite the fact that it featured one of the coolest action scenes in the movie, the swinging ninja trapeze mountainside thing. I'm just gonna say it. The third trailer to the movie that just came out recently, that contained a shit ton of spoilers. It basically just told you how the hell the movie's gonna end, unfortunately.
You're looking at an advanced weapons system capable of destroying each of your countries 14 times over. 15 in the case of North Korea.
As far as action scenes go in this movie, I thought for the most part, they were really good. In fact, one of my favorites was right near the beginning, during a raid on a missile facility, just to go spoiler-free.
The mythology of road.
I thought that was a really well-done, tightly filmed action scene that featured some pretty badass moves on the G.I. Joe side.
I never tell you fight ugly.
Not from their backs, they don't.
I'm sorry, but Cobra Commander struts like a girl. In the end, despite even a few big missteps, I will say, G.I. Joe Retaliation was a really fun movie to watch. It was entertaining. It was just something you go to as a popcorn flick just to see just the cheesy but over-the-top action that's just fun to watch, but at the same time, it wasn't a good movie. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
You alright?
Yeah. You alright?
My cholesterol's a little high.
But if I had to give it a rating out of 10, I'd say it was a 5 out of 10. If it wasn't for that Snake Eyes Storm Shadow subplot, I honestly might be able to give it a 6 out of 10 just because of how much fun I had watching it and how well done the action was. But I just can't. I just can't bring myself to give it anything more than a 5 out of 10. So, did you like my review of G.I. Joe Retaliation? Do you like G.I. Joe Retaliation? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe, like, favorite, and next time, I'll be destroying the trailer for White House Down. Until next time, see ya. And if it wasn't for that Snake Shadow badass, I found the whole Snake Eyes, like, and went, oh, fuck off. First fucked up clip of the show. Ugh.